So, happy 4th. I got chat up. Got my laptop over here. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. We got a whole bunch of prepping to do. So, let me just wash my hands really quick. Got a whole lot of stuff going on right now. See, just looking at my, what's it looking at? Is it not looking at me?
No. Getting the picture.
Oh, okay, I see it right there. Wow, I see that stuff clear, huh? Wow, I actually see through this window. Alright, so hands are all cleaned up. We're going to be prepping up some ribs. Let me show you guys what I got. I actually have a pork butt on the grill right now. And that's what we're working with today. Hello everybody in chat. Go ahead and make yourself present. Happy 4th. Who do we got up in the house? Hello Robert, Jules. How's it going, Jules? How you doing? Happy 4th to you guys. Got a lot going on today. I'm gonna be cooking up some good stuff. You know, I bought 4 spare ribs. You see that? So I bought up about 4 spare ribs. We got a bunch of riblets right here. We're not getting rid of none of this stuff. We're gonna be putting this on the grill. Alexa, off. And yeah, we got 4 St. Louis cut style ribs. You know, I trimmed them up from the spare ribs. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Whipped up a huge batch of my California Dream barbecue rub. This stuff is perfect on chicken and pork. I thought about, you know, I did have this on the market. I might just share this recipe with you guys. This right here is actually a really good seasoning for chicken and pork when it comes to barbecue. This is something that I've been working on for quite some time. I might just share it with Uncle Steve's Shake. Hey Kent, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, so I might be sharing this with Uncle Steve's, you know, maybe if he might like the flavor profile. This is kind of like a Mexican fusion with barbecue. This is something that I worked on for quite some time. It's a good blend. Like I said, it goes great on chicken and pork. So let's show them the pork. So we got this rack of ribs that I trimmed up. I got the silver skin removed on all 4 of these ribs actually, and trimmed them up, make them look a little bit pretty. So we're gonna just go ahead and go traditional with just a small little binder. Throw some mustard. Actually, hold on. I need some gloves. Let me wash the hands. Plus, we're having a chat while I clean up here. Let's see. Andrea Andervol, how's it going, Andervol? Sorry if I Anderval. Yeah, that's how I guess that's how we would say it. How's it going, buddy? You're from Brazil, huh? Welcome, Southern California. Vicky, hello. Happy 4th to everybody. All of you guys that are celebrating it. What wood are you using? I'm gonna be using my pellet grill today, Robert. When I use my pellet grill for pork, I've been enjoying the hickory blend, the hickory pellets with the fruit blend. What I do is I buy 2 bags of that, of each, and I'll mix them up. I'm actually gonna be making a video on that. So that pork and chicken, I use that hickory and fruit blend. And for beef, what I've done is like that brisket, I mixed in some of the Pit Boss Classic, which has hickory, mesquite, and pecan. And so what I do is I take a bag of that and then a bag of pecan, and I mix those together. That actually gave a really nice flavor on the brisket that I cooked a couple weeks ago, which I just dropped it like last week. All right, so the mustard is not for flavor. It's just to make it nice and tacky, so that way when I apply the rub.
Gonna do a close up.
Hey, Michael, how's it going, buddy? We got Ricky in the house. How's it going, buddy? What's up, brother? Give me a call after this. We got Lars. How's it going, Lars? Happy 4th from Denmark, huh? And then we got Iculator. How's it going? How you doing? All right. So like I was saying earlier, this right here is my California Dream blend. I'm actually gonna share this with you guys. That way you guys can try this. This is a nice recipe. This is like a nice pork and chicken seasoning. As you see, I did a big batch today. I got a pork butt already on the grill, already seasoned up with this stuff. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see what kind of color it actually gives the meat. This seasoning, the spices I put in this stuff, it gives a really nice color to the meat. So, got our mustard down. What do we see? Oh, you guys see my little piggy right here? I live in Montana. I grew up in Riverside. Okay, I'm making baby back ribs in the oven. Any tasty suggestions? You know what? Find you a nice seasoning, Vicky. A good barbecue seasoning that you like. Let's go ahead and bring it up a little bit. Barbecue, when it comes to barbecue spices, it just really depends on your flavor profile. I've learned to actually make my own, over the past years and the flavor profiles I like. Like I was saying earlier, my barbecue seasoning is kind of like a fusion between Mexican spices and barbecue, because barbecue is kind of like a base. That's what I kind of learned is, you got the sugar, you got the spices. What's your IG handle? My IG is Cookin with no G with Kirby. That's it. If you guys want to, follow me there. I mean, that's where I actually post more there than I do on YouTube. But usually I just keep my schedule for YouTube. But if you guys want to see like any behind the scenes stuff, like that's where I'm at. I do have a couple people there following me. If you haven't followed me there, get at it. Let's see, the horse with no name. What do you mean by that, Jules? Okay, Oklahoma Joe. Hey, you know what? That rider, that DLX rider is a pretty nice pellet grill, Robert. I know a couple buddies that have that. But anyways, I guess it comes to like flavor profile. Some people like the hot and spicy. Some people like it a little sweet. Like this one today, I left the spice out a little bit because they always complain that it's spicy. But originally, I designed this to be kind of spicy. For like Mexican barbecue. What do I see? Nick King. You know what? Hey, Real Joey B, how's it going, buddy? Math Killer's 469. How's it going, bud? Cook them ribs. Yeah, they're about to get on the grill pretty soon. Nick. Okay, where I live is extremely hot right now. So you'll probably start seeing some more offset videos coming. What is it, like about September-ish when it starts to cool down?
Probably end October.
No, like I want to say like beginning October, dude. Yeah, it's really hard to keep things like on right now, like outside. I mean, last couple weeks ago I went live and everything just started shutting down on me. So yeah, that's just kind of like something that I got to deal with. But because when it comes to like the offset, you gotta manage that fire. That's one thing that you got to do. So I'll definitely get some videos out there. Just that pellet grill, I just go out there, put the food on there, and come back in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep up even on that thing because things start overheating. Let me see. I got some pork fried rice. All right. Hey, that's an awesome recipe, brother. What's up, Stephen? Hey, thank you, brother. My brother from Trinidad. All right, so let's get to this to these ribs. We gotta get these actually on the grill pretty soon. So, got a binder of some mustard. Want to show the ribs? So, I'm just gonna give a light seasoning. I already got the membrane removed. I don't really focus too much on the back. I just give it just a little touch of the seasoning. I try to focus more on the top. Just a nice little binder. What's up, Kip? How's it going, buddy? What's up, Pickles? Yeah, I cut up some spares to make some St. Louis style ribs. Imperial Eddie. Hey, what's going on, buddy? What's up, Curry Chase? 12 tri-tips, huh? Man, that sounds yummy right there, brother. All right, so like I said, now this rub I actually designed to actually cake it. It has lesser sodium than normal rubs. Like that's one of the reasons why I started playing around with my rubs, because some of the spices that I was using or the seasonings that I was buying and using, they were really, really salty. So you couldn't put a lot. But when I designed this, I designed it to where I could get a nice coating on my ribs. Still flavorful, but not as salty. Let's see, let's go ahead and get some. Let's go ahead and season all sides. Hey, thank you, brother. Hey, Eddie. Real talk, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. It's never needed, but I appreciate it truly. And you should probably reach out to me, man. I mean, Imperial's only about 8 miles away from me. All right. So with that coating, that's all I need right there. Now, once this sticks into the meat, which you guys will see later on, I'm going to let this just seep into the ribs a little bit. A lot of people tell me that, because I did say one time in a video that I like to let my ribs actually marinate overnight, and I actually do. Because these spices is kind of like dry ages it a little bit. So what ends up happening is the ribs are really like seasoned with this seasoning. But lately I've just been seasoning about an hour before I actually put it on the grill. But yeah, these spices that I make with this rub really seep in after 4 hours, like truly like to the bone. So that's one. We got some more to do. All right, let's go ahead and move this. There's rack number 2. Rack number 3, rack number 4. All right, so let's go ahead and move this one. Let this one sit. I'd say I do a brisket, but I don't think my wife is feeling brisket today. All right, same thing with all of these. Just hit it with a binder of a little bit of mustard. You guys have any questions? Let me see. Yeah, for real, Pickles. Yeah, some of these seasonings that people tell me to like try out. Like I haven't really, besides like Uncle Steve's. Go ahead and bring it up, Ben. Besides like Uncle Steve's barbecue seasonings and Sweet Smoky Joe's, like I haven't honestly bought any seasoning. Because of the sodium factor. And that's what I noticed, that on their seasonings, they're not really heavy on the sodium. And that's kind of like why I like using their stuff, because sometimes when I just pick up, I'll feel like a little crazy and just pick up a seasoning from the store, and I'll be like, wow, this is like too salty for me. Like Slap Your Mama's Cajun seasoning. Okay, a buddy of mine, Rob from Barbecue Pit Dog, he sent me some Bazel's Cajun seasoning. I fell in love with it. I was like, it's kind of close to like my Mexican seasoning. Actually, this right here, I'm gonna show you guys how to make this. This right here is a nice blend. It's spicy. It's not as spicy as I would make mine, but this seasoning right here, this I would consider it like, I consider this like a Tex-Mex style rub. Okay. Where I live, and the parts of Mexico where I live, most of those are like marinades, which I've been showing some of you guys some of those type of recipes on my channel. The different types of marinade. Like tomorrow, I'm working on one. Um, because I gotta record something. But tomorrow I am working on one, and that marinade is kind of like the base marinade how we do meat out here. Let me fix this. I'm just enjoying the show. Yeah. Okay. Like what Eddie was saying, the pollo asado. The pollo asado is basically grilled chicken. That's all it is. There's really no right or wrong way to do grilled chicken. Okay. You could, like I said in the video, you can do salt and pepper in the taco one. The second video that I did where I did the spatchcock chicken and I actually just let it marinate. Grilled chicken is grilled chicken. There's also another type of chicken which they actually promote out in Mexico is pollo al carbon. That's basically charcoal chicken. It's chicken cooked over charcoal. That's really all it is. And you know, different. Like they use different seasonings, different spices. But like what I noticed more like Tex-Mex, they use dry seasonings, and that's kind of like what this is. This is really close to my Mexican seasoning, like my dry Mexican seasoning. So I'm definitely gonna show you guys that coming soon because I got a couple cooks. Like not too long ago, I did carnitas on the grill. Okay, that one I used a wet marinade, and the next one I'm actually gonna show you guys my version of this right here. It's just basically just a Mexican spice seasoning. It says adobo, but in reality it is just salt, pepper, garlic powder. It has a little bit of sweetness. I don't put sugar in mine. Oregano, cumin, chili powders. Now we got access to a lot of chili powders out here in Southern California. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys a nice like Mexican spice seasoning. Yeah. Okay. Nick, on the barbecue sauce. Okay, I'm just reading some comments here. Bear with me. I haven't tried barbecue sauce as a binder, but Nick, usually I'm not a fan of the 3-2-1 method that you guys see on YouTube. I want to debunk that. You don't need to cook ribs that long. If you're gonna cook ribs for 6 hours, you should probably don't even need a wrap. From my viewing of cooking the 3-2-1 method, is just too long of cooking ribs. 250, 275. You can cook ribs for 4 hours. I like to smoke mine for 2 hours straight. Don't even open up the grill. And then if you want to wrap, that's when I would actually wrap. Spray it with a little bit of apple juice or apple cider vinegar, and then if you want to wrap, go ahead and wrap. But I'll only wrap for like an hour, and then I'll take them out. And then that's when that last hour, I'm basically applying my barbecue sauce to the ribs. So that last hour at say 275. Like if I do ribs on the offset, 275 is about what I'm going. The pit boss, I would probably go about because there's no 275 option. I would probably go at 250 for about 5 hours. Maybe a little bit more depending on how they feel. Ribs, I've learned with ribs, it's all about feel. It's all about how the ribs feel. If they feel tender, I don't want them extremely pulled apart where you can just pull out the bone. I want my ribs where I can take a bite and you get to the bone with your teeth. Where you clean the bone with your teeth up from your bite. That's how I like my ribs. That's just something that I learned over the years. That was something that I was actually taught by someone that actually lived out in Texas. He was actually a pit master. He used to work at a smokehouse out there in Texas. Not central Texas, but he was actually from northern Texas. And he told me pretty much game like on that stuff, and you know, I just ran with it. I soaked up everything he told me. All right, so rack number 2. Let me show you guys how these ribs are looking. Now, bring it down, baby. So yeah, once that seasoning starts to sweat, it hasn't started sweating yet, but you're gonna start seeing once we're done here, probably about 45 minutes, you're gonna start seeing a nice glistening sweat over here on the top. The cell phone doesn't do a whole lot of justice, but it's actually a nice dark red color.
Oops. And because of the light right there, the window.
Yeah, it's just too bright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and close this up.
A bit better.
A little bit better, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but if you like fall off the bone, I mean, you know, cook to your preference. That's why I always tell people, like, you know, cook to your preference. So I gotta actually get over here. Let's check on chat. Yeah, 3, 2, 1 is too long. I completely agree. I love lingua. Hey, you know what? That's actually coming pretty good. We boil them first. You know what? I haven't tried that. I've seen a bunch of stuff like on TV and stuff. I'm a huge fan of like diner drive-ins and dives. You know, so I like to like watch all these like crazy stuff that people do with food. And there was one where they actually boiled them, and Guy Fieri was just like, "Wow, that's like the best, like a really good rib." He's like, he didn't think that was like boiled rib. So I actually would like to try that. Let's see, falling off the bone is overcooked. You know, like I said, it's just personal preference, Eddie. Marcus, you know, personal preference. You know, I actually, when I started doing ribs, I made the mistake of overcooking them. You know, leaving them in the foil, and or they were just like pull apart. Now, depending on what I'm doing, I do plan on making a McRib video. So I'm actually going to take some baby back. So I am actually on purpose going to overcook those ribs so that way I can pull out the bone. That way I can just twist it and pull it out and just lay the rib, you know, on the bun, the sandwich that I'm going to be making. So that's coming up. But like I said, it just really depends on what you know, how you like it. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Johnny Trigg, I'm going to have to look him up. Is he a pitmaster? Yeah, nice, Blasties. Ed Zarati, hey, happy 4th, my brother. Yeah, I'm looking at my screen, so sorry my big mug's up all up in the screen, y'all. So, for the menu, let me see. After I get these ribs done, let me see what else do I need to do. I need to make a macaroni salad. Here, look, classic stuff for me for 4th of July is usually hamburgers or ribs. The past couple years we've been doing ribs, huh? So yeah, but this year I got pork butt. So I got a bunch of hamburger buns. I'm gonna make a coleslaw so that way if people want to make a sandwich out of it, they can get some pickles, some coleslaw, just some good old barbecue eats, right? And then you know, have a rib on the side of it. And then for sides, I got some, I'm going to be making up potato salad along with a macaroni salad. And then, you know, I'm going to be making coleslaw for the sandwiches. So I think that's going to be some good eats. We have corn? Okay, we're doing corn too. I love some smoked corn. Hey, that's like the side right there that goes with pretty much anything that you grill. There's just some smoked corn. What else we got here? Yeah, I got a couple people coming over, so yeah, we're gonna need some food. On comps across the U.S. Right on, Eddie. I do. Nice. Hey, dude, we should link up, Eddie. Dude, I'm passionate about cooking, bro. If you're out, look. I'm gonna tell you right now, Eddie. I actually probably within the next year, once all this stuff that's going on around this world right now clears out, I actually do plan on investing into a food trailer. That's probably going to be my full-time gig coming up, maybe 2021. My email is all over my channel. Any video that you can go on, it's there. Just email me, brother, and we should link up, man. My passion's always been in food, and restaurants is something restaurant-wise has always been something that I've always wanted. So yeah, hit me up, man. I'd like to chat with you, and I would definitely love to, try a competition. Like your style and opinions. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, you know what? I really do need to get some tri-tips, man. I just been so focused on brisket for some reason. Here, let's go ahead and move this way. Yeah, I've been really focused on getting out of brisket. Brisket I have not had out of my channel, so that's why this whole past couple months, that's what I've been like really focusing on, is getting that brisket video out. But I'm glad it's out. It's brisket's takes a while. All right, let's see. Joshua Martinez. It's a smoked cheese dip. Oh, that sounds good, man. That definitely sounds good. Hey, Garpunk, how's it going, brother? My brother from across the ocean there. That's some German barbecue right there. Alex, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, that's not. Hey, you know what, Joshua? That sounds pretty good, man. But yeah, coming up, I've already pretty much displayed a lot of like American barbecue on my channel. Yeah, you know what, Marcus, bring it up, man.
Yes, sir. That's just delayed.
Okay. You know what? So I've been testing which application or which grill I'm gonna do a brisket on. So I did 2 on the Weber kettle. Great results though. Great results. 2 on the Weber kettle, 2 on my offset smoker, and then I ended up doing 2 on my pellet grill. Okay. I think the first one on my offset smoker, I probably needed a little bit more time. It just needed just a tad bit more time. That flat was just a little undercooked. It just needed a little bit more time, but it still came out good. Pellet grill, I don't know how I overcooked this thing. I got impatient with it, and I started messing with temperatures. See, on the offset you can control your temperatures, and so if I need a little bit more heat, I would just add maybe just like a half of a split a log in there, and I can boost up the temp on it. So say 275. Now on the pellet grill, you can't really do that. If you do, you're gonna go higher. But I ended up putting it to like 300 degrees because I got a little impatient with it. But you know what? Lesson learned. I ended up overcooking that brisket. So when I actually filmed the brisket, the video that's out there right now, I did not play with the temperatures. I left it as is, and just lesson learned. Just let it do its thing. Let your food cook. That's why I'm more entwined. I'm more like, how you say it, hot and fast. I'm more in tune to like hot and fast cooks. I really don't have time to be cooking like that. But ribs, 5-6 hour cook on ribs, easy all day. But anything more than 12 hours, yeah, you're losing me. All right, last rib. I mean, I am gonna smoke up these riblets too. I actually gotta get these on the grill. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna share this rub recipe with you guys. To be honest, it goes great on chicken and pork. And it's not salty at all. It's just like a perfect blend. What's up, kids? All right. So let's show you how these look once they're sweating. Yeah, it's like that light's too bright. Here, let me turn off this light.
It's the top one.
It's the top one? Yeah. No. Well, if it was looking right, if I was using my DSLR, you'd see a whole different... Hey, Bella, turn off that light. Let's see how it looks. That's too dark. Yeah, it's just too dark. You know, the camera on my phone sucks. But it's got a nice mahogany color. Go ahead and turn on the light, baby. It's got a nice dark mahogany color. And that's pretty much like the color that I like to go for every single time. Alexa, do we have a timer on?
There are no timers set.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and take these bad boys and put them on the grill. Sorry, I've been trying different cooks and rubs. I smoked through al pastor marinade. Okay, go ahead and put it on me, Bob. Humble pits or gator pit. You know what? I definitely gotta try that. Check that out. All right, let's go ahead and get these rack of ribs. I'll season up the other ones. Nice, Eddie. All right, so you guys are gonna see me put some of these ribs on the grill, and then I'll take control from there. Yeah, Eddie, definitely get in contact with me, bro. I would love to see what you're rocking with. Maybe we could do something. All right, so these first ones, I'm gonna go ahead and get both of these racks, but I don't want to spill nothing, so I'm gonna get one cutting board at a time. Watch out, Roscoe. Alright, so I got a pork butt on there right now. Go ahead and put these rack of ribs on this side. Okay. And let me go grab those other two. Alright, so that pork butt has actually been on for a little over an hour. I have it on the smoke setting right now. It's on the P6 setting. I actually should probably give it a nice little spray. Alright, so go ahead and move that over just a tad bit. Just like that. So, I'm actually going to let these smoke for another hour. Then I'll bump up the temperature to about 250. But that's what... Can I bring it on me? That's what we're doing today. So yeah, this is what's going on today. We got a bunch of projects back here going on. To clean up the pool. Kids are going to jump in the pool for a little bit on the 4th. Smoking up some ribs and pork butt. You know, we got to smoke them butts. Wifey's working on some plants, flowers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Let's go back inside. You guys ready to get in that pool, kids?
I already am ready.
You already are ready. All right, let me clean up and I'll let you guys in.
Yay.
Come on in, y'all. Now I can read chat. Careful, kids. All right, so I don't have room for all these riblets. I'll probably throw these in the let's see who else. Ron, how's it going, brother? Hi, man. Let's see. Let's catch up on chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Anchote. Yeah, I got some of that actually. Actually, I play. Look at my spice head. Yeah, I do everything from scratch. This is like my go-to blend right here when it comes to beef. Just equal parts garlic powder. I mean, equal parts black pepper and salt with a half part garlic powder. I like to add onion powder to this too. But yeah, this is like this container right here pretty much holds my version of this here, which is like the adobo, like my Mexican seasoning. When I make it, I always throw in this. But yeah, I got tons of seasonings in here, and this cabinet here. So I'm always playing around with stuff. I just like to like mess with flavor profiles. Let's see, that's paprika. Most of the stuff that I buy, you'll see a lot of like different bottles there. They'll be like labeled something, but actually it's like I buy them in packets like this. You know, so this is like this is New Mexico chili powder. That one's really spicy. Ground cumin. You know, Tampico's like my brand that like I get everything from. El Mexicano is another brand that I get stuff from. But you know, Tampico is like my main stuff. But yeah, some good stuff. Alright, let me catch my chat. Let's see. Tanya Lambert, how's it going? Happy 4th. Hey, I just want to say happy 4th to everybody. You know, now that I got ribs on the grill, now it's time to start some of the sides. Let me know what you guys are cooking. Somebody said earlier that they're cooking up some, I am new. I'm actually located in Southern California, Marcus. Let's see, Hey, thank you, Joe. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I just want to say, you know, happy 4th to everybody. That's pretty much all we got going on today. We're going to be cooking up some ribs. We got a pork butt going. We're going to be making some sandwiches. I showed you guys, I got videos that you guys can follow along all those steps on how I do things. Texas, San Antonio. Nice. You know, I was out there last year in Texas. Actually, close to San Antonio. Chef Johnny is out there in San Antonio. We visited Austin. We went to Franklin's Barbecue. That was I'm just amazed on. I'm like a huge fan of that, you know, that cuisine, that Texas style barbecue. I'm a huge fan of it. So I try to basically what I try nowadays is, you know, something like that brisket. I want it to be as close as traditional to Texas style brisket, you know, as I was taught. But the next brisket that I put out is definitely going to be probably a little bit more of like a Mexican flair, hot and fast. Something that you're not going to be sitting outside all day, you know, because what, it was like 16 hours, that one brisket. Yeah, it took a while. So when I actually make my next brisket, I'm going to show you guys some brisket tacos. It's going to be some good stuff. Fiesta season. And hey, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Marcus. I actually use Fiesta. They've actually started selling that here locally. The first time I came across the Fiesta seasonings was out in Texas. They had something called the San Antonio pepper, and it's kind of similar to like the California chili powder. And what's the other? I'm not sure exactly what pepper that is. This is the Guajillo. That's Guajillo. You know, I don't have any California chili pods, but I want to say it's probably like an Anaheim pepper. That's what we have out here, but it's not too spicy of a pepper. I'm not really sure which exact pepper it is, but I want to say just by the look of the chili pods, they're dried up and everything. They've been dehydrated and smoked, and you know, it's it looks like an Anaheim pepper, just a, dehydrated Anaheim pepper. So those aren't too spicy out here. But I want to say, okay, like New Mexico has the hash chili. That one is spicy. There is some that are mild, but there are some that are really, really hot. Those ones actually bring the heat. So depending on, I'm not sure if it's just a different like pepper or blend of it. I don't know. But every time I use New Mexico chili powder, it's expensive. I mean, it's spicy. So, but yeah, the San Antonio wasn't too bad. That was some really good stuff right there. I tried some of their flavors, their seasonings, and it was some good stuff right there. Yeah, you can order pretty much anything online. What's over? Head Country. I've heard about that barbecue sauce, Head Country. A buddy of mine uses that. So, it's 2 o'clock. How long have we been live for?
41 minutes.
41 minutes. Only said 30 minutes. Look, everybody be safe. Have a wonderful time. We got some ribs on the grill. I got to start some sides. And just, I wish everybody the best. Be safe. Spend good quality time with your family. And most importantly, eat good. So, happy 4th, everyone. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. And, we'll keep trucking. So, see y'all later. Happy 4th, y'all. Peace.